We were able to sit on the beach or at the pool for a long period of time without being bothered at all.
Yep.
It was so good that right here, I have my book, which I finished that book. You see how big that is? 621 pages. So I am getting my free pizza at Pizza Hut.
Congratulations.
I didn't think I could do it. I couldn't believe how much reading I got done.
Did you enjoy the book?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. And I think I would enjoy books more if I was able to read like big chunks of them at a time versus like 3 pages every single night before I fall asleep.
Hey, I'm Brian.
And I'm Scott.
And welcome to the Two Old Fashions podcast, where two friends get together and have conversations over cocktails. How are we doing today, Scott?
I think, all things considered, I'm doing okay. It's the first day back after a week-long vacation.
Yep.
So that's always rough. But I don't know. I think I feel okay. I'm not exhausted. I thought today went okay, so I'm feeling okay.
Did you get back on Saturday or Sunday?
No, Sunday.
Okay,
Sunday.
See, I feel like that buffer day to get back into the real world before you have to go to work is kind of key. We got back Saturday.
Yeah.
It definitely helped. We got a lot of laundry done, and I felt good about it.
A few years ago, we went to the beach and we did Friday to Friday.
Yep.
And that was like the best thing ever because you come home and you still have a full weekend to recover. But yeah, no, we did Sunday to Sunday. So yeah, yesterday was kind of rough. I mean, we left pretty early, so we got home around lunchtime. It wasn't too bad.
Okay.
But yeah, still, when you take a week off work, and I don't know about you, right? Like I turn all my notifications off. I try not to look at anything when I'm on vacation. So just coming back to the pile of emails and Teams messages, and it's always daunting.
Fair. Well, sounds like you could use a drink. What are we sipping on?
Oh, so one of the things I did when I was away, I don't even know how I came across it, but I like read and saw how to make the perfect old fashioned.
Ooh. Now, who claims that this is perfect?
No idea. Some guy. And really all he's doing is doing things in a different order.
Okay.
So when you make an old fashioned, tell me the order of ingredients that you do for an old fashioned, or do you even think about it?
So I don't think about it, but I do have an order. I just am now kind of thinking about it. But no,
Yeah.
I always start with the spirit, then the simple syrup, then the bitters, and then the cherry or orange if I am going to do something like that.
So the guy that I saw says you always put the sugar in first.
Okay.
And then you add the bitters to the sugar. And I think I've seen this, like maybe even like on Mad Men. I feel like they muddle the sugar cube with the bitters.
Yeah, I would say if you're going to do a sugar cube, then yes, you would have to start with that and the bitters to break it up.
So maybe this guy is like doing the transference property. If that's real property, I don't know. And
It is
the
now.
same thing with the syrups. So I did syrup first, then the bitters.
Okay.
He said you always need between 7 and 8 dashes of bitters. I always do a little bit less, unless I'm doing like a whole bunch of different bitters. And then I went with Eagle Rare as my bourbon.
Nice.
With a big cube. So let me tell you if this is the perfect old fashioned.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty good.
All right.
That's pretty good. It's all in the order.
It sounds good to know. I've
Yeah.
been doing it backwards my whole life.
Me too. What are you sipping on today?
All right, so I went in a different direction. I swerved left out of the old-fashioned lane and actually went with a orange Manhattan.
Oh.
So this is a bourbon, and now I'm like literally can't remember what. So in order to be ready on time for this, I actually put everything in the mixing glass before, and then went upstairs and did dinner and put the kids to bed. And now I'm forgetting which whiskey I put in it. So let me look back here. Oh, all right. I used a Russell's Reserve single barrel that I'd actually taken with me on vacation. Then it calls for a little bit of orange liqueur, a little bit of coffee liqueur, sweet vermouth, which this is probably where the drink's going to go downhill. Like vermouth is meant to be opened and used pretty quick, like a wine.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
boy. Because I have vermouths that I think I moved like 2 houses with. That I
Yeah,
still
that's
use.
not great. No. So that is going to impact the quality of your drink. I
Exactly.
have like a 1.5 liter thing that my parents gave me for Christmas. I think that's been in the bar fridge for a little while. First time I've opened it, but it's also vermouth has different quality of levels the same way that the spirits do. And this
Hmm.
is, a lower tier. So if it goes downhill, I'm probably blaming the vermouth, but let's see what happens.
I used to think I was a Manhattan guy, but then they just became too sweet for me.
Mhm. So this one's good. This is not sweet. The other thing is there are chocolate bitters in it. So
Okay.
it's orange, chocolate, coffee, a little bit of the vermouth, a little bit of the whiskey. So I like it. I'm not going to say I love it. I kind of actually prefer like a black Manhattan because
Hmm.
that tends to be a little bit deeper and richer. So, but this felt like something good. We are recording on yet another rainy night, and this kind of felt like it was going to hit the spot.
Yeah, it was. I mean, right now I think it's clear, but it got really scary there for a while.
Yeah,
Very, very dark.
we were texting, and I was like, I don't know if we're going to have internet or
Yeah.
power to record tonight, but
Yeah.
here we are. Thank goodness.
Here we are.
So yeah, we'll get into our vacations in a little bit, but you had chosen a very, very interesting album for us.
Yeah, and I almost regretted it once I started listening to it because I don't really know what it is. I mean, I guess I know what it is. When I picked it, I didn't really know what it is. So it's the soundtrack to Nimrods.
Yep.
Nimrod being a Green Day album that they had released in the past. Nimrods is a movie about a bunch of kids who form a band and they're on their way to go see Green Day on New Year's Eve, I believe.
Well, so I looked this up. It's a little more specific than that. I don't know that I want to give too much away. This was all in the trailer, but the band,
Oh, I should have watched the trailer.
yeah, that helped. I watched it and I had a better appreciation for the album. So the band is called the Analog Dogs, but that's where some of the songs look like they're by Anal OG Dogs. They're supposed to be the Analog Dogs.
Okay.
They believe that they've been invited to open for Green Day on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
They gave Billy Joe, I believe, their demo tape, and then they think they got invited to open. So then they have to borrow a car. It's this whole teenage coming of age road trip.
Yeah.
Looked cute, honestly. The trailer looked pretty good.
Oh, so you would watch it?
I mean, once it's on streaming in like 6 months, yeah, I'm not going to the movie theaters, but I would watch it.
I mean, I feel like that means a lot coming from you, who has professed to like not watch any movies.
It's
So
not
that's
that I
pretty
don't
good.
like them. I just don't get around to it. So
Yeah.
again, this will be in a long queue of things that I would like to watch. Yes.
I thought that the entire soundtrack was going to be other bands doing Green Day songs, or this Analog Dogs. Is that what you said they're called? Like they doing Green Day songs. I didn't realize that like 75% of the album was just Green Day's greatest hits.
Yes. Yeah. The first listen through before I actually kind of went through and looked at the trailer. Yeah, it felt like a bloated greatest hits album
Yeah.
with a couple other things thrown in. Then knowing what it's about, it makes a little more sense. Still, I think as an album, I would rather have just listened to Green Day's greatest hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of why I wish I had a redo, because like Green Day's fun. I like Green Day a lot, and a lot of those songs I hadn't heard in a really long time, so that was
Mhm.
fun. But yeah, all the other songs, all the Analog Dogs and like what were they called, the Paradox,
Yep.
the Vortex, right? Like none of those songs were as good as the Green Day songs.
No. No, I'm
Um,
guessing like in the plot, those are other people that the band runs into
Sure.
along their journey.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean a soundtrack, it makes sense as a soundtrack.
This
Those are
is
probably
basically
all-
the Odyssey, but for Green Day fans.
So it was fun. I don't ever need to listen to it again. Maybe if the movie comes, like you said, on TV, I probably would never like purposefully click on it like on Netflix and say like I want to watch this. But if it just happened to be on TV as I was scrolling, maybe I'd stop and give it a watch. But
Yeah. Yeah, the other problem with this one was, I was on vacation and trying to get around to listening to it. It's an hour and 15, I think, which is longer than a lot of our albums. 30 songs though, and at least 2/3 of them have that little E on it, so I couldn't listen to them around the kids. So I had to strategically get my listening in.
okay.
Yeah.
Green Day, you asked me maybe 2 episodes ago or so, 3 episodes ago, like who's on my bucket list of bands I've never seen before,
Hmm.
I never really think about Green Day, but I think Green Day would be really fun to go see. I've never seen them.
I think they would. I think I still wouldn't pursue them. Like if somebody was like, "Hey, I got Green Day tickets for Friday night. You want to come?" Sure. But am I gonna queue up and
Yeah,
get a Ticketmaster or try to organize it? Eh.
probably the same for me. Maybe if they're playing at Bourbon Beyond or something like that next week.
Yeah. I mean,
Next year, not next week.
because we're actually gonna go next year instead of
Mhm.
talking about it endlessly and not doing it.
I mean, I got an email this week that said they're reducing the prices for this year's event. So maybe it's
Really?
not selling as well as we thought. I
Interesting.
know, like the
It's huge though. It can handle so many people.
yeah. Well,
Good to
next
know.
time.
Next time.
Next time.
Or this time. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So we talked about it a little bit, but you were recently on vacation. I was recently on vacation, took our families, had a nice time. I got a little color. Looks like you got a little color. Nobody, unfortunately, came up to me and thought I was messy and asked for my autograph.
That was
I
gonna be my
really,
first question. How
Yeah.
did the haircut go over with your family, with the randos that you met on the vacation, the people that invited you to this fancy party that you brought your blazer for? Tell
Yep.
me about all the reactions to the haircut.
All right. So many good questions. And frankly, nobody noticed. Nobody cared. At some point, I think the most feedback I got from my wife was, "It's growing on me."
Yeah.
That was good. Kids didn't notice. Nobody on vacation even hinted at thinking I was a celebrity or somebody famous. Nobody asked me how the World Cup was. So
So you know what that means?
it's a good haircut.
Well, but it just means next time you got to go with the zero guard, right? You got to get the skin shave.
Now, see, I think for guys, if you don't get comments on your haircut, it means you did all right.
Maybe. I don't know.
What about you? You get any autograph seekers or big compliments?
No, I mean, my
anybody want to
haircut
take
was
selfies
pretty-
with you on vacation?
My haircut was pretty much the same haircut I always get. Although I will say I was entertaining my kids on vacation, and you can't really tell on the screen for those watching on YouTube. You can't really tell, but I did let my kids put sun in my hair,
Oh, okay.
and it's definitely bright. It's
Yeah.
definitely got some highlights going on there.
Ooh.
I'm kind of concerned about what my colleagues are going to think tomorrow when I show up at the office.
Well, I'm excited to see that on the first day of school at the bus stop.
It kind of stinks because it didn't make the grays go away. The grays are still there. It's just
Okay.
everything else is a little more yellow, orangey
Well,
yellow.
it films all right. I mean, divergent completely, but so we were in the Bahamas and at the beach, right? Somebody comes up and like asks and offers to braid people's hair and all that, and my girls were like, "Yeah, we want to do it. Dad doesn't know how to braid our hair." And I was like, "Well, okay, this is different.
Yeah.
You are correct, but we're not going to do that." But there was this group of bros in front of us one day at the beach, like I would say 6, 7, 8 guys from like New York, New Jersey, just on a guys trip having a good time. And one of them with hair about your length was getting it braided and little beads put in.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "What are you doing?"
Like what my brother did when we went on a cruise when he was like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's taken it out since then, I assume.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so.
Nice. Yeah, so where were you again?
So we went down to Virginia Beach.
Ah,
Uh,
757.
Yeah, we've done Virginia Beach a couple times over the past 5 years. It's not our normal vacation spot. We tried to mix it up, and we did a full week in Virginia Beach, which we'd never done that long before. The condo that we stayed in, we'd stayed there before, so we knew what we were getting. So that was good. But I was extremely impressed by Virginia Beach. I mean, I know you grew up not too far, relatively speaking, like an hour and a half from there. Like, did you spend time at Virginia Beach growing up?
We would go on occasion. We honestly, most of my vacations growing up were to see my grandparents in the Midwest, in Kansas City and St. Louis. Then every once in a while we'd do kind of like a beach trip. So we did Virginia Beach, we did the Outer Banks. We'd never had anything we did on the regular, I guess, until my parents bought a timeshare in Williamsburg, which is
Okay.
like about 45 minutes
Yeah.
away. And we would use that as a launching point to do like Busch Gardens, the beach for a day. But we rarely would go to Virginia Beach for like a week like you all did.
Yeah. I always like had in the back of my mind that Virginia Beach was very like seedy and just like a lot of kids, like older kids running
Yep.
around and not super duper family friendly. And so we had been staying the other two times we went on like the northern part of Virginia Beach, because I was told that was always the more quiet
Yes.
area. And we stayed at the same place we'd stayed before. So it was still up north, but we ventured down south a lot more than we had in the past. And I was shocked by not just how like clean and quiet and family friendly all of it was. And my wife told me that they had like done a big initiative over the past years to clean it up.
Correct. Yep.
But there was just so much free entertainment. Like really, I would say every 3 blocks, there was something going on at pretty much all times, from morning until I think 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Meaning there were free concerts. We saw a number of bands, including one that I'll talk about a little bit later. There was a free magic show every single night, doing 3 showings. And it wasn't like the best magic show I've ever seen in my life, but it was entertaining enough, and the kids loved it.
Did I see one of your kids got on stage?
One of my kids got on stage.
Nice.
The magician asked him, this is my youngest son, the magician asked him, what's your favorite color? And he thought he was being asked, who's your favorite cuddler? And he so, what's your favorite color? And he yells at his brother's name, and everyone's confused. And he's like, I don't know, it was pretty entertaining.
That's so cute.
Total tangent. Here's another, my little one, he had 2 good quotes. That was the first one this trip. The second one was, he goes, Dad, I want to take a dump in the pool. I'm like, what? No. He's like, but I want to take a dump in the pool. Why do you want to take a dump in the pool? You cannot do that. He's saying this with a straight face.
Yeah.
And he says, because I'm really hot right now. And I look at him and I'm like, you want to take a dip in the pool, don't you? Yeah. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to take a dip in the pool. So anyway, that made me laugh for a good 20 minutes.
That ended up better for you than it did for me. Our last day at the beach, they had this cool like pool that was set up for kids with like 2 jumping rocks, and then you could actually swim through, and there was an aquarium, right? And so you could see fish. They had nurse sharks and turtles and anything. So, you know, we're killing some time. My wife's getting ready for like our last dinner, and like, all right, kids, let's hang out. Yep. Code Brown, we had been kicked out of the pool. Thank God, not my kids.
Not your kids.
But it was a great way to kind of end our last vacation pool trip.
I mean, that kid probably said to his dad, I want to take a dip in the pool.
Yeah.
And so they said, yeah, go right ahead, not knowing that he got his words mixed up.
I know. Words, they're important.
But yeah, I was very impressed by Virginia Beach. We had some really good meals. There were like 3 really good restaurants that we went to, like back to back to back. And that just kind of won me over on Virginia Beach. It was a 3.5 hour drive from here, which I was not expecting either, right?
You timed it well then.
But even we were like looking, trying to figure out when's the best time to go. And it seemed like it was 3.5 for pretty much the entire day on Sunday.
Okay.
So yeah, a Sunday in the summer, driving down 95 and driving up 95, 3.5 hours, can't be beat. So, yeah, can't speak more highly about Virginia Beach. I was extremely impressed.
That's awesome. Yeah, my wife's from there. I used to try to give it a hard time. Like you said, the North End is known for being a little quieter, a little more spread out, very easy to navigate. So the last couple times we've gone, we've actually stayed up there. And then echoing your wife, I know they have made real efforts to kind of clean up the rest of it, and some great restaurants, like you said. I didn't realize there was as much entertainment. Last time we were there, I saw they had different like Friday night concerts kind of by the Neptune statue and things like that. But that's great. They have things kind of going on throughout the day.
Yeah. The last night, as we were walking back to our hotel after doing the silent disco, which was also free, just like we ran across the silent disco.
Okay.
So we're walking back to the hotel at like 9 o'clock or so. And there was a cover band right in front of our hotel on the boardwalk playing Jason Isbell.
Really?
It was like almost like meant to be.
That's awesome.
Now I will say I
Were
think
they
I'm
good?
the only person singing along to that song, but I gave it my all. I made sure they knew that at least one person in the crowd knew that song.
Hey, practicing for August 20th.
That's right. But the other 2 things I'll mention really quickly about my trip, which I thought was so cool, was, you know, my kids are a little older than your kids, but we've talked a little bit, I think, over the course of this podcast life cycle of like the light at the end of the tunnel of like the kids just getting a little bit more self-sufficient and things like that.
Yep.
I mean, number one, we all know what the worst part about a beach trip is, right? It's lugging all of the junk to the beach every single day.
Yep.
And my kids are now old enough where they can carry their load, where it was unbelievably easy to get in and out of the beach every single day.
Okay.
I couldn't believe how easy it was. Like, we all had a chair on our backs. Like, I would carry the cooler, my wife would carry like the towels, the kids would carry their water bottles, and we were good. They don't have sand toys anymore, right? We have a boogie board, and that keeps them entertained.
Mm-hmm.
So that was awesome. That was really cool to like have to be at that stage. And the other thing is they're both old enough now where we can just tell them, like, go off, like, hang out in the pool, go in the ocean, right? They were like boogie boarding by themselves, and we were able to sit on the beach or at the pool for a long period of time without being bothered at all.
Yep.
It was so good that right here, I have my book, which I finished that book. You see how big that is? 621 pages. So I am getting my free pizza at Pizza Hut.
Congratulations.
I didn't think I could do it. I couldn't believe how much reading I got done.
Did you enjoy the book?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. And I think I would enjoy books more if I was able to read like big chunks of them at a time versus like 3 pages every single night before I fall asleep.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. I was going to text you and ask you how you were doing with your reading on your trip, but I thought I'd surprise you.
Dude, so overall, I am crushing my reading in terms of Kindle books. I think I've gone 4 or 5.
Okay.
On our vacation, I finished one of the New York Times bestsellers for the year called Yesteryear. Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay. It is, they've already optioned it for a movie. I believe Anne Hathaway is going to be in it, but it's a trad wife influencer, and something interesting happens to her, and she thinks she's gone back in time. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it's maybe the book of the summer for a lot of people. So I finished that. I've done a couple others. I will say my physical book, How to Rule the World, the one that I actually have the copy of, have not made a lot of progress.
But
Now,
you still have read books, so you still get a pizza as well.
Oh yeah, I think I've read 4 or 5 books.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very proud of myself.
You're good there.
But I will, so along those lines, we are getting close, right? On the days we went to the beach, so kind of for background, we went to Baha Mar in the Bahamas, which is a setup of 3 hotels that are all linked, have access to a water park, access to the beach, share restaurants, huge casino, and all that. So we were kind of doing different things on different days. On the days we went to the beach, we could just let the kids, my wife and I would get our chairs, and they had like one of those big blue things that you could kind of like slip and slide on. They had like these trampolines, and frankly, the kids would like just play with other kids. They were wrestling. They were playing like maybe some kind of version of American Gladiators, trying to knock each other off.
Yeah.
At some point, they had befriended a group of teenagers, which I was kind of concerned about, but they seemed all very sweet.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, we were kind of close there on the relaxing. I would say on other times where like that pool I mentioned with the jumps and the aquarium, like they're hanging on you. They don't need you, but they want to show you everything, right? So that's fine. The water slides were awesome. The only downside was you have to be 48 inches to ride these water slides. I'm guessing that's not scientifically the exact amount you need to be. My daughters are like 46 and a half. They got to ride them once where we had one very lenient guy, and then just couldn't do it. Now they had other little parks for the kids with different slides, but I was so bummed because like I was super excited to ride these water slides. They were huge. One of them, the one we got to do, was a 5-person tube that like went in and out and all that. So that was one small disappointment. But overall, I mean, like the kids loved it. There were animals everywhere. They had a flamingo walk. Like I said, they've got this aquarium. So it was a cool experience.
Yeah. No, that sounds awesome. We've looked at that place. We're intrigued by it. So we'll have to do a more in-depth deep dive with you guys.
Yeah, it's intimidatingly large. I will say that.
Yeah.
There was also a preseason college basketball tournament going on. They have a convention center attached to it. So there was a lot of like fans of different schools. It was pretty crowded, if I'm being honest. And like the different hotels had different vibes, right? There's one that was kind of the party hotel. Ours was definitely the family hotel. And then they had one that was the Rosewood. Oh my gosh, like high end, You
Yeah.
walked in and it just smelled good. Like it was awesome. If you're big into gambling, it's great.
Yeah.
Everything runs through the casino. I didn't love that for the kids. We lost two of them at one point because they ran off and not great. But what you gonna do?
Is it on NASA or is it on
It
Grand
is
Bahama? NASA.
NASA. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, 10 minutes from the airport. It's pretty convenient.
Did you go by Atlantis at all when you were down there?
We didn't, honestly. Once we got on the resort, we stayed there, except for one of my daughters and I. We took a taxi to a grocery store because we were just, everything is so expensive.
That's what I've
Like
heard about that place.
croissants were like $12.
Yeah.
I mean, so we went out, and this is like, pro tip family travel, grocery store, got a bunch of bagels, cream cheese, some fruit, like stuff that would just like survive us for some breakfast, a couple like snack foods to take to the beach and pool. And then I think my crowning achievement / bribery was we would have like, cocktail hour every night before dinner. And I would make them all Shirley Temples. I would have like an or not an old fashioned because I didn't have all the ingredients, but just my Russells that I mentioned earlier. So it was like, all right, if you're good through the day, you'll get these Shirley Temples, which is just another way to save a little bit of cash because then they wouldn't need a drink at dinner. Because it's like, I mean, we were used to being home, right? And like maybe eating out one night a week, but this is every night, every meal.
Yeah.
Whew.
Do you guys have a traditional or go-to beach snack? You said you got snacks to bring to the beach.
No, I mean, oranges, clementines were a big hit.
Fruit?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My kids love fruit, dude. I love fruit.
But that's not at all what I was getting at.
Also, I got a bag of Chex Mix. We got some knockoff Teddy Grahams and then some popcorn. Honestly, most of that stuff didn't even get eaten until the plane ride home.
Yeah.
I was peeling oranges left and right.
We are a barbecue Fritos beach family. And that's like the only time I'll have a Frito. I don't even know where this tradition started, but it's been going on for like 15 plus years, ever since my wife and I started going to the beach before we were even married. Barbecue Fritos. And we've met other people who have said Fritos is a beach snack as well. Like that's the only time they have Fritos.
Interesting. I'm a big fan of Fritos. One of the food trucks, towards the beach, they have different food trucks, and the barbecue one had like a Frito pie. Have you ever had that before?
Is that where they take a bag of chips and they dump all the stuff into the bag?
Yep, like chili, sour cream, cheese.
I've always wanted to do that.
Oh, dude. We'll get you one of those sometime we go out. That was big in Richmond when I was growing up.
Yeah, I need to do that. Would love to.
Fritos on the beach, the only thing about that, like, I'm not a huge beach person, to be honest. I get salt water in my eyes and they burn, and I don't like having sand everywhere. I thought when you were saying the two worst things about the beach were, one, hauling all the stuff out, and then two, getting all the sand off.
I mean, that's the problem with the beach. Especially like, so we stayed at a condo. It's like a timeshare that we rented from some guy. And you don't get the maid service, stuff like that. So yeah, the sand piles up.
Yep.
In these nasty little apartments, and there's no carpet, of course, right? Like it's just it's just tile, and so yeah, you get so sandy, it's gross. And the kids, they get so. Of course, we do the thing where you're not supposed to do this. You do the shower after the beach, like the shower that's at the beach.
Yeah.
But then we make the kids go into the pool. You're not supposed to do it, but we do it.
No,
like the kids have to spend time in the pool.
You did the pre-wash, as my dad would say.
Pre-wash, yeah.
Yeah. That's I will say. So this trip was great. We saved international for once we didn't need naps. Because I will say, when we went to the Outer Banks like 2 trips ago, and the girls still needed naps, you go to the beach, like you said, haul that stuff out.
Yeah.
Need to wash them off, nap. And then we would like do the pool in the afternoon, but it was just, it's so much.
Yeah.
But we're lucky we get to do these things. So I can't complain too much.
Did you pack your blazer and did you get invited to any parties?
No and no. So yeah, as we talked about, I did some last minute packing after a couple drinks. I will say overall, I did pretty well. I was overly optimistic on the amount of times I would work out. I brought 2.5 workout outfits. Used it, none of them.
Yeah.
I didn't know why I thought I needed 5 different pairs of khaki shorts.
Yeah.
I don't know why I need them, period. Like, why do I have that many khaki shorts? But Overall, like I used almost all the swimsuits. I did overpack, but not significantly. I
Okay.
did not bring a blazer. I just kind of wore like some Nantucket Reds and a polo for when I needed to be nice. And that was about it.
Okay. Well,
But
good.
yeah, no invitations to the top of mountain, no President's Club, no timeshare sales.
Yeah.
It's pretty typical.
Yeah. All right. Well, very cool. Well, yeah. Now we're back to reality,
They
unfortunately.
are. But hey, I mean, I know it feels like summer's ending because our kids start school in less than a week. I still hang on to summer continues through Labor Day. We've got a concert coming up we're excited about.
Yeah.
We've got a fantasy football draft that I'm excited about, and I know we're going to go deep into fantasy football in one of these episodes.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually going to a concert tomorrow night. We have that 90s band concert. You didn't end up getting tickets, I assume, because you didn't mention it.
Oh, that's tomorrow night? No, I
Tomorrow
did not.
night, yeah. So
Nice.
we have that. We're actually going back on the road this weekend. We're going up to New York to go see the Nats, my, of course, second favorite team.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm back on the Nats bandwagon. They're going to be playing the Mets, and so we're going to go see them at Shea Stadium, or Citi Field, I guess.
Yes.
Shea Stadium, with my cousin and their kids.
Oh, that's cool.
That'll
Have you
be
been there
fun.
before?
Years ago.
Okay. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I went for work a while ago. And we've got a chance to win because the Mets are historically bad. They
They're
are
really
paying
bad.
the most amount per win of any team in Major League Baseball
Yeah,
history.
I know. And we got some really good seats, so it should be really fun. I'm not super thrilled about driving again. This is a longer drive
Yeah.
than the Virginia Beach trip, and we're trying to figure out when's the best time to drive. We were going to go up Friday morning. Now we're thinking maybe we'll try Thursday night.
Okay.
I don't know what the best move is.
Are you gonna wear a Juan Soto Nats jersey? Like, what are you gonna wear?
I don't have a Juan Soto Nats jersey. I got that amazing Nats Hawaiian shirt that I wore for one of our early episodes. I have a zillion Nats t-shirts. It's probably one of those two things. I have a Nats sweatshirt, but I probably won't wear that.
Hope it's not that cold.
I hope not.
I have a Nats tee you can borrow if you, or a Soto tee if you want to. But so you've got a lot going on. So you've got a concert, New York, first day of school.
Yeah, so we come back Sunday, and then first day of school is Monday.
Then
And
we
of
have
course,
Isbell,
we
and then we have
our-
the fantasy draft.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Yeah. No, I have like 3 weeks of a lot of stuff. We were actually going over our calendar
We
earlier.
got to do a podcast in there somewhere.
I got to do some podcasting. I have some work events. I have my golf trip that's coming up in a couple weeks as
Oh my
well.
God.
Yeah, I got a lot going on.
Wow. Well, then we should probably call it a night.
But we have a few more topics.
Well,
we
I
have to
know,
cover.
but we got to wrap this up.
gotta
I
wrap
feel
it up.
badly for you.
Yeah.
All right. Should I go into next week's album?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So taking another left turn here. So we've done some albums. We've had some hits. We've had some misses. Maybe some misses lately. I think this could be fun. So the New York Times has a podcast called Popcast.
Okay.
And these two guys know way more about music than we do. They're very nerdy, but they're very good. They mostly do interviews, but what they did recently was they took 8 songs from 2026 and tried to figure out which of these was the song of the summer.
Oh, yeah. you
They
told
did
me
it like bracket style. I have not listened to that podcast, and I'm not going to. But I thought we could take these 8 songs, listen to them, and then discuss which one would be the song of the summer according to us. And if you want to throw in a wild card, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Most of these songs are probably not up our alley, but I think it could be fun.
Is there like a playlist?
So
Or-
I created a playlist on Spotify that I will share out. And then I also thought I can post on our Instagram the song list.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to name the 8 songs
Yep,
for
I'll read through them
everyone
right
along
now.
at home?
Yep. So song number 1, Tame Impala and Jenny, Dracula, the Jenny remix.
Don't know that song.
Nope. Never heard of. I've heard of Tame Impala. The rest, no. Ella Langley, Choosing Texas.
I know
And
that song.
That's everywhere. Drake, Janice, STFU. Yeah. I mean, okay, so I complained about getting a lot of explicit lyrics in the Green Day. This
Come on, Janice.
is going to be not kid friendly.
Okay. Not a fan of Drake.
Not a fan. Yeah,
No,
I mean,
I didn't take his side in the fight.
fair. Not many people did. Stella Lefty, a song called Boston.
Nope,
Young Miami, Spendat.
nope,
This one's great. Phoenix Flexin and Perps on the Beat with the song called Rubbers with a Z.
nope,
Don Tolliver, E85.
nope.
Zara Larson, Midnight Sun. Heard of that one?
Yeah, I haven't.
Okay.
So how many? I'm curious though. Obviously I only recognized one of the songs, but maybe I'll know the when I hear one of the songs, maybe I'll recognize it.
I'm guessing these are big on TikTok. I don't think we're big on TikTok.
I've never once been on TikTok.
Oh man, I did for a while and then I got off it.
Yeah,
But I definitely know Choosing Texas. I'm sure I know Midnight Sun, and I'm guessing I know Boston.
Okay.
So, yeah, we will post this. I created a playlist. I know you're on Apple. If you know how to create an Apple playlist and share that, you can.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's be good. And then again, I'm open to other song of the summer ideas. Like last year, I thought the song of the summer was "Sally When the Wine Runs Out" by Role Model. Nobody else did, but I love
Don't
that
know
song.
that song.
Really? All right, I'm gonna add that to your homework.
Okay. No, I like this idea. I was honestly hoping that you and I were like in sync with our minds, and you were going to have us listen to the new Phoebe Bridgers album, which comes out Friday, tomorrow, for everyone listening. It comes out tomorrow, actually tonight at midnight. It comes out. And I was really hoping you were going to have us listen to that.
Well, I was saving that for you for the next week, so that you had a little time with it to decide if you wanted to put that out there or not.
Well, no,
Because we've learned recently that putting out albums by artists that we like, that's the newest one, without previewing it, might not do them justice.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I had another idea for next time.
Like, okay.
But I don't know if you've seen it. The reviews are coming out for that album, and they're really, really good.
Good. I'm
A lot
excited.
of 5-star reviews.
I mean, when we were hanging out after our last recording and watching lots of YouTube, I enjoyed the Phoebe songs I saw.
That's right. That's right. So I'm excited for that. That's one of the reasons why my wife wants us to drive up to New York Thursday versus Friday, because she doesn't want to have to listen to it. If we go up Thursday, it won't be out yet.
Oh man. Well, it's gonna be out on the way home no matter what.
That's exactly right.
She's gonna have to get prepared.
Exactly right.
All right, so that's the album, and then I guess we're down to shout outs. And I know you've thought of one and I haven't, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, well, I was going to give a shout out to my sister-in-law, Sarah. When we were driving down to Virginia Beach, she texted and said, "Hey, was looking up things for you to do when you're in Virginia Beach. And one of my favorite bands, the 502s. Have you heard of the 502s?
No.
I hadn't either. They were playing a free show at
Okay,
Virginia
so
Beach.
one of her favorite bands, not one of your favorite bands.
No, one of her. What did I say? Yeah, one of her favorite bands.
Okay.
Was playing at Virginia Beach, and we should go see them. So we went to go see them. They were awesome. They are like a ska version of like Mumford and Sons or the Avett Brothers or the Lumineers.
Yeah.
It was just like all happy, upbeat music. It was awesome. So we listened to a lot of their stuff driving back home. It was all really, really good. So thank you, Sarah, for that recommendation. They were really fun. That might be a teaser for what I was going to suggest we listen to a week from now.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens.
And the other thing I was going to make mention of that I forgot, but I did want to say that when we saw that free magician, he was using like different bumper music and things like that. And there was one song that was really, really catchy. And I was like, what is that song? What is that song? And I had to type in the lyrics into my phone to figure out what it was. And it was your boy, Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors. They were playing it. It was really, really good.
I love it. Do you remember what song?
It was the one that we were talking about
Dance with Somebody?
Yes.
Nice. See?
Yes.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, coming up with it at the last minute, I'm going to give a shout out to the bartenders at a bar called Horse to Water at Baja Mar. They market it as a speakeasy. It's got to be the most easy to find speakeasy everywhere. There's signs everywhere, but it was a really cool spot. They had some nice like leather couches and some video games and like a really cool, unique drink list. And I got one called the Curious George, and it was some kind of bourbon. I can't remember which. It should have been Jack Daniels, but we'll get to that in a minute. A banana liqueur, some bitters, some sweetener, and like just really cool. They wrapped the inside of the glass with a banana leaf. It was just like a really fun experience. Like what we did, because we had the kids, my wife took one night and she kind of went out and had a couple drinks and bopped around. I did the same thing, bopped around, lost a little money on blackjack, but not more than was my set entertainment allowance. And so when I started my night, I kind of did like a little bar hop and had a couple different drinks at different places. And so I'll give a shout out to Horse to Water.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope someone from Bahamar is listening. I assume you were wearing your hat the entire trip. Your 2 Old Fashions hat.
Yeah. You know what?
Promoting.
Speaking of overpacking, I took 4 hats and I think I wore one of them. And I did not bring the branded 2 Old Fashions hat.
I don't like wearing hats. I think we've talked about that. And
hats don't look right on me. My head, I don't know if it's us.
But I always get sunburned on my gigantic forehead. Oh my gosh! Did I tell you?
What did your mom say we need to call this podcast?
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah. My mom, she was watching us on YouTube a few weeks ago.
And sweet old lady. We love our fans.
Oh my gosh. And
I shouldn't even say sweet old lady. Sweet lady. Miss Gold.
She texted and said, you guys should rename your podcast the 2 Foreheads or the 2 Old Foreheads or something like that. I mean,
rude.
Unbelievable. But yeah, somehow I didn't burn the top of my forehead. I always think if I'm wearing a hat, I wouldn't burn it. But I didn't this time.
I know. Hats, I think you have to have the right shape head, and I guess we don't.
No, I've never been able to wear a hat the right way.
Yeah. Well, on that positive note. Well, I wish you good luck. You have a big 2 weeks. I'm, like I said, concerned. Let me know how I can help.
It's like a 3-week. Actually, you know what? It's like a 4-week thing because I leave for my golf trip a month from today. So it's like a 4-week thing.
Not a sponsor, but I get a lot of ads from them. Liquid IV apparently has some new flavors. They've got the firecracker. They've got a dill pickle. You might want to stock up.
Ew, a dill pickle?
I don't know. I'm intrigued by that one because a lot of people say pickle juice is hydrating.
Who was that? Like Deuce Staley? Who was the running back on the Eagles that would drink a jar of pickle juice before every game?
People swear by it. It's got a lot of electrolytes.
No, whenever someone offers me a pickleback shot, I say, hold the pickle. Just give me the back.
I know what I'm bringing to the draft party now.
Oh, no, I'm not doing it. I'm telling you right now, I'm not doing it.
I mean, you might not have a choice.
Not doing it. Not doing it.
All right. Well, this has been fun as always. Thank you to all our listeners. We appreciate you guys sticking with us. We're like almost in the 20s of episodes, aren't we?
No, we're at like 20. I think this is episode 26.
Whole half a year?
Something like that. I think this might be our anniversary. Don't quote me on that, but we're right there.
Oh, well, cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
All right. We'll see you out there.
Okay.
Bye.